everybody. Lesson 6. I'm going to get you started with this page, and then as long as you know what to do and how to do it, I think that you can complete it on your own. It does take some time, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if this takes you for the remainder of the period. Some of you might zip through it a little bit quicker, but it's time consuming. Let me kind of just give you an overview of what Lesson 6 is about. It's putting together what we did back in Module 3 with the coordinate plane. Remember, you had a plot points, x, y, axes, and the quadrants. It's taking that and doing what we're doing in Module 5 with finding area of shapes and putting it together as like one thing. So they're going to lay out shapes on the coordinate plane. You have to find the distance of points or sides and then find the area of that shape. And it starts off basic, but then as you'll see, it gets a little bit more convoluted as we progress through it. So this is kind of like an overview of how to figure out distance between 2 points using absolute value, all right, which is the shortcut. All right, so if you look at this page, there's a bunch of line segments, and we have to find the distance between these line segments. So they start off at line segment AB. First thing we have to do is find point A and tell me what the coordinates are of point A. And it's kind of a little tricky because these lines kind of go through the numbers, so you got to maybe kind of count the boxes and see. Remember, X is always first, so -2, and what's the Y coordinate? So remember, you put in parentheses, you got to write kind of small. The second point is B. What are the coordinates of that point? And be careful. Don't make careless errors here. Count them very carefully. Blue. 80. Okay. The way it works with straight line segments, whether they're vertical or horizontal, there'll always be one coordinate that's the same and one that's different. So take a look at the x coordinates of each point. Take a look at the y coordinates. Which one is different? The x or the y? Ben. The x. I'm going to have you guys circle it so you can see it. We have a -2 and we have an 8. Now, if you recall back in Module 3, are the signs the same or are they opposite? So you're going to put here opposite or OPP. And opposite means to do always what with their absolute value? Add. So now you take a look at the two numbers you circled. Forget about negative, positive. 2 plus 8. And watch, you can back that up by actually counting the boxes between those 2 points. So here's your AB. It should be 10 boxes away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can prove your answer by actually counting the boxes, which could be quicker in the long run too, but they want to reteach it to you where you're using opposite add, and same does what? Subtract. Okay, let's do BC together. Now the good thing about BC is we've already done B. So B is, once again, 8, 8. All right, the new coordinate is C. So here's your C. Where is that on the coordinate plane? Cody. 8, 2 is good. Circle the coordinate that's different. Which one's, Joe? The X or the Y? Circle, circle. Same signs or opposite signs? Same, they're both positive. Same is always do what? Eight minus 2. Done. One more together. CD, oh look, we already did C. 8, 2. Cat, what are the coordinates of D? Just reverse it. X is first. You got it. Okay, which ones are different? Yup. Circle 2, circle neck 5. Leah Hergot, same signs or opposite signs? Opposite means to always do what? 5 plus 2. Done. Okay. You think you can handle the rest on your own?
Yeah.
Alright, when you start getting, if you get stuck, obviously call me, I'll come up to you. If you do get done, I have a key up here and we can check. Alright? Alright, you're on your own. Back onto the block, it's the first half is actually done in period 2. Would anybody like to come up to the board and block points? Connect dots, just show us what you did. Come on. Who finished this? What, up? Up. Yes, correct. Those were recording, so you got to do this quickly, efficiently, and accurately. And what I will do, I'm going to go to this, because this will also allow you to combine two like that. Okay, stop. No, it's okay. I was going to give you the line to stop. All right, what ABC? Which one? Okay, so it's A. Right. Now, wait. Let me do the rest. Okay. Okay, now for those of you that stop. Hold on. The length of the base. I just got a question for you. Did you do it using absolute value, or did you count the boxes?
Just did whatever.
Well, how'd you know that it was? Well, what do you got for the length of the base? How did you do it?
I think I just
Okay, I think that's the easier way to do it. You could do it using your absolute values like we did on first page. But if you can count the boxes, that's fine too. So the base is 5. And then many of you that did go ahead and do this, some of you did forget that the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. Almost done. All right, 15 units squared. A little tough to write down there at the bottom, but okay. All right, so how many of you got this and did it? And did it on your own? Okay, great. What I want you guys to do is I want you to finish up 4, 5, and 6. Every time you're done with a page, you got to show me. And then if you want to take a stab at 7, so far one person was able to do it today in period 2. But that's what I'm going to be teaching in about 20 minutes. So if you don't get it, I'm not going to teach it to you directly one-on-one, because I'd rather teach it to everybody rather than teach it 20 separate times. All right, so that's the deal with that. So do I have everybody's attention here? Stop what you're doing. First thing is plot the points correctly. All right, so I'll give you, if I, I'm not on the right page. Oh, I'm not on the right page. Try to go to the right page. The shape is correct. I'm on the wrong page. Hold on. All right, now that we're on the right page, we're good. All right, now, first of all, what shape is this? Don't call out. Mia, what is it? What kind of triangle? It's an acute triangle, so we'll start off with filling out what type of shape it is. What makes this shape and the way it's laid out different from the first 5 pages leading up to it? What makes this unique? How is this different? George?
Because it's a triangle and you can add all the sides up as easily as the other ones.
Yeah, it's on the right track. Do you notice that none of the sides line up perfectly
Yeah.
horizontally or vertically?
Yeah.
Okay, all 3 sides are diagonals, correct? You see it? When that happens, you cannot count boxes. So if you have a diagonal line on any side, you can't take a look at this and say, oh, the length of this side, and start counting boxes. It will not work this way. It looks like it's going to work, but it doesn't. The only time you can actually count boxes is if the sides line up perfectly vertically along an axis like this, or horizontally. So now you've got to kind of literally think outside the box on how to do it. And you got to kind of start putting some things together, like, okay, well, what did we already learn in lesson 5 that might be that we could apply here? What do you say, Stevie?
Draw like straight line down. You need to be all the way down.
Okay, come up and do it. I'm going to have you do it with a dotted line, even though it has an arrow attached to it. Use your finger. All right, leave it right there. We have an extra piece here. I'll just take this out. All right. What is he doing right here? What word is this that we learned in lesson 5 when you start adding things to the outside of your shape? Who remembers what that word is? It's a composition. Okay, so now what? Phil, come on up and join the line. Hold on, Joel. All right, good. Who wants to come up and do the next vertical line? Come on, George.
So we're gonna go up like that.
Go. Use your fingernails. No. And I'm going to do the last one. So what we've done is we've composed what, everybody? Around our shape. What shape have we created? Triangle. Well, is it a square or is it a rectangle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's right. We have created a square. So now what? What's the process? When you use composition, what did we have to do back in lesson 5 to find the area? Because we just want the area of the acute triangle in the middle. So what must I do in order to get that? E. Okay, find the whole area of the square, then do what? Okay. Right, do you see that in creating this square, we've created how many triangles around the main triangle? Okay. We've created 3 triangles. I'm going to label them. Do the same on your end too if you haven't done it. I'm going to call this triangle 1. The little tiny ones that are very small base. Still a triangle. This is my triangle 2. This is my triangle 3. And my whole square, I'll call shape 4, the whole. Now, I'm going to allow you guys to take shortcuts because it's going to start getting busy. And if I kind of tell you guys, oh, you got to do your formula substitute and do all of that, it's going to kind of bog you down a little bit. And I certainly don't want you flipping back and forth between pages. So we're going to do our work right on here. I'll kind of keep it labeled by number, but I'm going to do everything right on here. I don't even care if I do it on the coordinate plane. But that whole shape
It's 36.
is 6 times 6, correct? All I'm going to do is just write the answer. If you can do it in your head, I'm fine with that. Okay? Alright, now you got to be careful with triangle 1. I do kind of want to see what you're calling which triangles. My triangle 1, Chris, what's my base? Everybody see it's only one box, right? What's my height? Sam? 6. 1 times 6. Don't forget, it's triangle, so you do what? Divide by 2. Triangle 1's done. Ready, Joe? You're up. Joe, number 2. What's my base? Be careful. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. Okay. I don't have any problems with you doing little leap counts like that. I want to kind of see it. That like you're counting the boxes correctly. So it's 5, right? What about my height? 1, 2, 3. I agree. 5 times 3. Got to split it in half though. 15 divided by 2. You will have a calculator when you do it, but you can do it in your head. You got it, 7.5. Alright, ready? Hey, virus. Base of triangle 3. I agree, 6. Remember, base could be upside down. What's my height? What's my height? 6 times 3. Split it in half. You got 9. Now what? All the math is done, almost. You're like 90% there, but you still got one more last step. What are you going to do? Yeah. And then subtract that from my whole entire shape. Okay, so let's see if we can do it in our head. 3 plus 7.5. 10.5, right? 10.5 plus 9, G. Alright, got 19.5. And I gotta make sure I subtract that from 36.0. What do you get? Final answer, sir? Tetrality? What do you get? 16.5 square units. As we progress through the rest of lesson 6, there are going to be problems where it makes more sense to do composition like this. And as you'll see, tomorrow we'll tackle some where we can use decomposition, where you gotta break it up. Alright? Alright, so you have an option. You want to try numbers? If you want to go on and try number 9 on your own, try it. Yeah, try it. You have 10 minutes, try it. Or you can go on to your homework if you want. Okay, but tomorrow I'm going to start with page 9. Alright? You can bring up page 9 when you're done. I'll let you know if you got it or not.